Hey, it's a podcast. Hey, it's a podcast.
Hey.
Once again, as always, we are OCD, at least 3/4 of OCD.
Again.
Giving you this week's podcast. I'm Christian, the bassist.
I'm Dodson, the guitar thingy.
And I'm Nathan, the both.
The both.
Both.
Drums and vocals.
There you go.
I don't know what was better, both or guitar thingy. What do you think?
Neither of them were good. Neither of them were good. So what's been up?
What's been up? What's been up has been up.
Shut up. So what's been new this week?
I don't know. It's been a rather boring week, actually.
Yeah?
Other than the release of the new episode of Abridged series.
Yeah, I think they listened to our old podcast, so
They finally brought it out, right?
Good job, TeamFourStar.
yeah. Good looking out, man.
I still haven't seen it, so I listened to you watch it, so I need to watch it still.
Yeah, we watched it right before this podcast, so we are refreshed with TeamFourStar's episode 33?
33? Yeah.
33? 33. Episode 33, where Trunks is a badass.
And puns horribly, like me, if not worse.
Looks like you dropped the ball.
Yeah, that's definitely something I would say.
Drop the ball.
Again. But other than that, geez, what is it? Well, today, League of Legends took about 11 hours to do maintenance that should have only taken 5.
Heyo.
Ooh.
That's your game right there.
Exciting stuff.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, me neither.
Every, week or two, they'll go down for patches, and it usually takes about 5 or 6 hours.
Who's Patches?
You know, Patchy the Pirate.
Oh, okay. Gross.
The Gecko.
Yeah, the Geico Gecko.
Patches the Geico Gecko. Is that his name?
Yeah. Seriously, though, it's been a pretty boring week. I can't even think of anything off the top of my head that's actually happened.
It's been eventful for me. We're getting the 5 days of work, so lots of work.
Yeah,
Lots of work.
Lots of work.
Not really much to talk about, though, huh?
No, not really. It's just work.
Well, that's the OCD podcast.
This week we talk about gaming and work.
For 5 seconds. Didn't even talk about gaming. What are you talking about?
Oh, League of Legends.
Oh, yeah, and
Sorry,
TeamFourStar.
I guess it was lack of gaming.
Lack of gaming.
Exactly.
Well,
Lack of gaming and lack of free time.
I'd probably have tons to talk about for how much I hate the community if I'd been able to play a few games.
Ooh.
Well,
Guy who.
Pardon me.
Guy who.
All of the fishes.
All of the raffle tickets.
Buy all the raffle tickets. Oh, don't we have
Part two.
Part 2. Speaking of gaming, yeah.
The game was horrible.
We have part 2 of Let's Play Pac-Man Fever.
How did I win?
Coming out this week.
Oh.
Wow, way to
Wow,
spoil
way to
it.
spoil
Wow,
it.
way to
Wow.
spoil it.
Cut. God.
But,
damn it.
So yeah, stay in tune.
Stay in tune.
EADGBE.
Yeah. Stay tuned
WARP.
to what was it? YouTube.com/OC Degenerates to see the thrilling conclusion of Pac-Man
Fever.
Fever.
Pac-Man Fever.
Part 2.
There's no way I'm gonna win 15 spaces back.
So now, actually, speaking of gaming, something that I recently discovered is a YouTube channel because I spend a lot of my time on YouTube. I actually found there's this channel called The Node.
The Node?
Have either of you heard of it?
Like Dead Space when you get those energy nodes and you put them in your gun to upgrade it?
No.
No. No.
Node.
But it's a channel that is primarily it has Freddie Wong.
Oh, yeah.
So it has
Yeah, I know that one.
people from Freddie Wong's channel, and then they have Corridor Digital, which is Sam
They
and
have
Nico.
they
then
do
they
the
have-
the LAN party Let's Plays, right?
Yeah,
They
have
did
LAN
the survival Minecraft, right?
Mhm.
The node. Yeah.
So that's the channel, and I've discovered I discovered their channel. I was watching it, and it's really funny. They actually had a pre-release video for SimCity, the new one that just came out maybe 2 weeks ago or so.
The one you just bought, right?
The one that I'm playing right now. The reason why I bought it this morning is actually because I watched their video on it, and it looked really interesting. The what's great about it is now that I played it and I watched what their video is, almost everything is simulated. So you can actually click on one of the citizens in your city and follow that person in their day-to-day routine. You'll see them get up in the morning, go to work, go to school, and then finish off, go home, and you can watch that person. It's not just facts and numbers. They actually simulate people driving around and going to work and stuff like that.
You know what's funny about that is you bring that up, and if you'll remember way back in the day, Roller Coaster Tycoon did that.
They did, but I don't think,
Well, I mean,
not to the extent.
I was just saying, like the basic concepts. You could look back at Roller Coaster Tycoon and see like every single individual kid walking around the park having their own personality.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny.
Except I don't think you had to. I don't think there was that level of simulation. But yeah, it's if you look at video games, like simulation video games from just even a few years ago, it's grown by leaps and bounds. The amount that they're able to do.
Yeah, just by looking at the gameplay as we were setting up, you were just playing before the podcast. It was pretty intense on how.
Exciting.
Yeah, it looks exciting. I don't know how the gameplay is, but it looks exciting.
You would think that this simulation game, building and managing a city, would be pretty boring stuff, except the scope of your city is so large and you have to micromanage so much that you'll be looking at, like a 1-by-1 block of your city, trying to figure things out. Like, oh, I have to upgrade the roads, make sure that power gets to there, fix the power grid, the sewage system. And you fix that 1-by-1 block, and you zoom back out to look at the rest of your city, and then suddenly there's like 50 hotels that sprung up out of nowhere, and then you have to change your public works system to include more trash, garbage trucks.
Oh boy.
And I remember like while you were doing something, 3 messages popped up like, "Hey, guess what? You need more power plants."
Yeah, I was. So I'm playing, right, and
Trash, right?
it was.
You had to increase your garbage.
I had to increase my garbage system, and I had power issues because I have a power plant in the, let's say, if you can imagine in your head, in the northeastern portion, northwest, northeastern portion of my city, where I get good amount of wind and etc. Except that's in the uppermost corner of the city, and I expanded the city so much. I even have an industrial section on the west coast of my city so that no pollution will blow in because it's downwind of the entire city. Except it was so far away from the power plant, and I expanded my residential area so much. I had hotels and apartment complex and luxury apartment complexes and stores and everything in there that it sucked up all the energy and left nothing for the industrial section.
It was like Goku was just standing there going, "Give me your energy."
You gotta take it there? Is that how it works?
Because EJ wasn't here to do it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hey, shout out to EJ.
Shout out to EJ.
He's at school right now.
But yeah, I had to build a second power plant in the middle of the city so that they could actually get power.
So I joined the Kickstarter for the Pebble e-paper smartwatch, and I got it when it was still $99 for the beginning Kickstarter, and I just got it.
What does it do?
Well, it's
absolutely nothing. Then,
it does absolutely nothing. Yeah,
it's a really cool accessory.
Yeah, well, it's basically
a watch.
A watch that connects to your phone via Bluetooth, and it pushes notifications to your from your phone to your watch, so you have at a glance notifications. Like right now, I don't have my phone with me; it's on the charger because I used it the whole day. But it is still connected. My watch is still connected to my phone, depending on how far I go from.
What's the range on it?
Normal Bluetooth range.
Okay.
Let's say I could probably go outside into the backyard and it'll still probably connect. But if I go to like the next door neighbor's house, then it won't. Then again, it's going through like walls and stuff. But it's actually pretty cool. I get at a glance notifications on my watch. Some people think it's pointless. Why would you want that? But then again,
obviously,
yeah, everybody has their own opinions. I like it because it's actually pretty nifty. You could also control your music with it too. I don't have to touch my phone anymore whenever I have to, like if I'm at work and I can't pull my.
Oh, that's the best use for it.
Exactly.
It's in your pocket. You're at work. You're just
or if you're at
you're just watching.
Yeah,
just
or if
you're
you're at school, and you have like you're on call or something. You have an important phone call that you have to take care of. You could see who's calling you. It's like, oh shoot, I have to take this call, but you don't have to take out your phone and get in trouble with your teacher or anything like that.
That's actually really neat.
So
can you set it so it pushes? Does it have to be text messages, or can it be like notes, or
it could be anything?
And can you can you scroll through them?
Yes, there's a scroll button. So I think there's a minimum amount of information that you could put on the watch.
A minimum or a maximum?
A maximum. I'm sorry.
Okay.
A maximum amount of information.
No less than 1 gig, please.
Yeah, but it'll push as much information as it can. It could fit on the screen with a scroll down as well.
So if you buy it now, you can still get one of those watches, Bluetooth functionality, and you can you can smart connect it to your phone, but it's not going to have the cool thing on the back that your watch does.
My watch, on the back of it, let me read it. Hold on. I'll take it off. On the back of my watch, since I was a Kickstarter, it says Kickstarter edition on the back.
So it's a one of a kind. Well,
it's not one of a kind. It's
a special edition watch
for the people who
that cannot be purchased anymore from them.
So it was actually, I think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool watch. I'm not a watch person, but as soon as I saw this one, it's like, you know what? I think I'd like to invest in this one. I like the way that these guys over at Pebble are trying to improve the world with a smartwatch.
See, I'm the complete opposite. I prefer the type of watch where it doesn't run on batteries and I have to I have to wind the spring.
Wind up.
I like the old analog.
And you always have like pocket watches and
I have like I have a whole bunch of
like
different watches. And most of them are analog spring wound watches.
And you see, I'm the complete opposite from you. I like those watches where, you look at your wrist and you're like, oh, right, I haven't owned a watch in like 6 years.
The skin watch?
I've used my phone for a watch, and I cannot use anything else because I don't have one.
Well, then you should probably invest in a Pebble then.
Yeah, $150.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you have a smartphone,
hey. Just pull that out of thin air. What did I buy today at Jack in the Box?
You bought $1, 2 tacos.
That's all I could afford.
Oh, so I want to make a shout out.
Shout out.
I want all three of us to just say hello on the count of 3.
Okay.
You ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello. Did you not say it, Dodson?
I said it.
I didn't see your lips move.
I heard it. I heard him say it. Look at the wave.
I gotta watch the waveforms.
Right there. The waveforms are right there.
Okay, watch the waveforms.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're an
okay.
idiot.
I'll give you that much.
the heck?
You're not an asshole. I take it back. You're fine. You're good. You're
I
golden.
gave you a confused look
You're golden,
when I
you're
said
golden.
hello.
Yeah, it's okay.
Actually, wait. These waveforms right over here are when we said hello, and then there's nothing.
And there's nothing up there on yours.
I said hello. I said it.
You want to try it again?
Okay, we'll try it one more
Let's try it
time.
again.
You want to go look at the recording?
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Okay.
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 One, two, three.
Hello.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah,
I see it
That's
now.
I
better.
said it last time.
Yeah, okay. We didn't see it on the... There's nothing on the waveform. Well, look at your own waveforms.
I can't. I'm facing away from
Okay,
the screen.
turn and look.
But I know what I said.
Yep. Okay.
It's not there. There's nothing there.
It's small. It's somewhere there ish. Whatever. It's there somewhere. Oh, it's right there. That one. I think.
I
Okay,
said
so what was that shout out for?
Just a shout out. Just a shout out.
Hello?
Hello.
That's it?
Lionel Richie. It's a shout out to Lionel Richie.
Oh, okay. Are you serious?
No.
it. Who?
Get out. Get out right now. So this brings us to the musical portion of our podcast where Dodson doesn't know music.
Speaking of Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie.
A long time ago, I was I started buying some of the Lionel Richie songs, and it was all night long.
Who?
Shut up.
Get out. Get out now.
All night long, and there was like
All night long.
yeah.
She'll be all
No,
night
wrong.
long.
Wrong song.
But there was like 4 renditions of it. It was the long play, like 42, and regular, and then there was this 4th one called the.
Is it called? Did you say Long Play 42?
Yeah,
Long
it was
play?
long play, and then there's 42-inch.
Oh,
And
I was like,
then-
I've never heard of a version called Long Play 42.
No, there's 2 different things. There's the regular one, like radio edit, long play, then 42, and then there was demo. And then we listened to the demo one, and he did not say any words
There were
except
no
for all
lyrics.
night long, and that's it. I don't know if I could put that on the link down.
I don't know where you're gonna find it.
If I could find it. Yeah, it might be on YouTube somewhere. If I could find it, I'll put it in. But that was probably the most funniest yet genius thing ever.
No lyrics.
No lyrics, the tune only.
He had the tune. He knew how he wanted it to sound, but he had no lyrics. It was yeah.
all night
It
long.
was just like that. Did you have a story that you wanted to tell us?
Wait, I have a story?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Well, this is a story.
all
All
about
about
how-
My life got flipped, turned upside down.
I'm glad we all have our priorities in the right place.
So on this week's podcast, you just got Bel-Aired.
Oh, and speaking of which, actually, I was thinking about that video that you linked me a long time ago, Nathan. I think it was the video you actually made called Slap Chopping My Picard.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Wow.
slapping. What was it? It's like slap chopping my Picard song, I think.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, and
It mixed everything together.
I'll put it in there. It was
That's super old too.
yeah when the slap chop song came out, and then he gave out like all of the files, like here, you make your own remix. I didn't. It wasn't a well done remix.
Well, we didn't really
But-
have the editing software at the time to make a remix.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the thing.
But it was just a mixture of 2 songs: the Picard song and the slap chop song, and then a little.
If you haven't heard either, we'll put those in the
we'll
link
put
down for you.
all 3 of them: the mixture and then the singles.
I
so.
think it's just old enough to be considered original content at this point, because no one will remember that everyone was making those back in the
Yeah,
day.
right. But yeah, I'll put it up. I'll put it up there. But yeah. What about it? Just
Oh,
the
it
thing.
came to my mind the
As
other
soon as
day,
you
and
just said
I
that.
wanted to listen to it again, but I was gonna ask you for the actual name.
It was slap chopping my Picard song.
I
I
was
think.
pretty sure it was something like that.
Yes, somewhere around there. I'll put it up on the link dump. Then you get to listen to it again.
Awesome. That will make my week.
Man.
Obviously, I've done so much with it.
Yeah, that was like
What?
how long ago was that? Like a year or more?
It was at least a year ago. Maybe
Yeah.
it was probably longer.
Year? You mean like 4 years.
Was
or
it 4
something?
years? Are you
It's been
serious?
a long
It
time.
has not been that long.
2
since
years.
Think about
2 or
when
3.
Slapshot came out.
That. Yeah, but
That was
but
forever
the
ago.
It's 2 years ago.
It was
2 or 3.
It was 2 to 3 years, maybe more.
Yeah, I don't know.
Guarantee if you look at the date you uploaded it, it's gonna be old.
Yeah, I don't know the. Well, I'll look at it.
Do it
I will.
right now. You got nothing better to.
Right now. Right now.
Got nothing
Really?
better to do right now. What?
Well, then again, I do have my tablet with me today.
So while you're doing that, I want to talk a little bit about phones, because I really want to get
An iPhone.
no. No. For those of you who don't know, I am an Android fanboy through and through.
You used to own a.
I used to own Apple products. I migrated away. You know,
It was the original iPhone, then the iPhone 3G,
and
then
then
a Samsung,
and then I moved to a Samsung.
and then the
essentially is what it
Samsung
was.
Infuse, the phone that nobody knew about.
No one knew about the Infuse, but I had one. Think of it like
Hipster.
wow.
Wow. Good
Wow,
job,
I'm
Christian.
gonna put on my scarf and my my fedora then.
And drink some.
I already have my thick.
or whatever. Conchata.
Oh,
Kombucha.
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 Shout out to My Music Show. But
Some kombucha.
so
Let's
now,
drink some delicious kombucha tea.
what?
I can't talk right now.
Konjubachi.
Kombucha.
I can't. Ultimate Benkai Kaguichi Kinkai 2. Wait, what was Kinkai Blast 3?
Kinkai Blast.
Kinkai Blast
Kinkai
2.
Blast 2. Slap my chopping Picard song.
How long was it?
3 years ago.
3
Told
years
you.
ago?
I
Oh
told
my
you it's
god.
old.
It is old. Jesus. Dang.
So anyways, like I was
Called it.
saying
My,
before.
oh, dude, my oldest video is 7 years old.
Is it the Dragon Balls?
No, that's the
one?
Kingdom Hearts 2 video.
Ugh,
Wait, what?
God, never
What?
again.
Never again. And then we have.
What did you
I
do
won't
for-
say anymore.
what did you do for Kingdom Hearts.
It was a instrumental video. Yeah.
It was just a mashup of
and tried to make a story out of nothing, no words.
yeah, pretty much.
You know, within the last year, I 100% proud mode.
Over the last year, I did not touch either
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
My girlfriend really likes
Isn't there a new one that's
Yeah,
out?
it's coming out.
Is it like a HD remake or HD remake or something?
Yeah, they're releasing 1 and 2 as HD collection.
Nice.
What about the
It looks really
the
good.
final one?
final
there's
final
so
cut?
many.
Final fight?
Final Mix.
Final Mix.
That's gonna be it. It's gonna be Final Mix finally
and
in
that's
America.
gonna be.
Finally.
And are they-
for the what?
are they
PlayStation 2?
PlayStation 3.
How is it gonna be for the PlayStation 2?
Because
Yeah.
Final Mix was for the PlayStation 2.
No, they're releasing. I think Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix is gonna be.
Isn't there one that was like Japan release only or
Yeah,
something?
that was
Yeah,
Final Mix.
That was Final Mix.
Oh, okay.
So it's Final Mix 1 and Final Mix
Which
2
came out on the
and
PlayStation 2.
Yes.
Didn't we buy that?
Yes.
It's so good. It's like so much.
Oh
better.
yeah, we totally did buy that one.
Yeah, we did.
Except we
It's hard
couldn't.
to play it,
Except we
though.
couldn't understand
Yeah,
a
we couldn't
damn
understand.
thing.
To be honest, you don't really have to, other than like when you get an ability,
Mhm.
look up
Yeah.
the order of abilities.
Yeah. Just go on the go on some Google page and it's like translations for Final Mix. And you probably like print out a bunch of pieces of paper. It's like, oh, this one looks like this, and it's like, oh yeah, you
don't
got
even really
power
have to
ups.
do that. Just look up what
You got
level
monies.
you get what power up.
Well, that's what I used to have a printout for my Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day.
I used to have Japanese cards, and it used to have a printout. There used to be a website. You used to just type in the number at the bottom of the card,
Yeah, and then it'll
and it would
print
tell
out
you what
your-
it is and what abilities, and it would translate the card for you.
I actually got some cards that I think are banned now. From
Dude, I'm sure my entire deck, if I could find it, is entirely banned.
Yeah. I think there's only one card that's not banned. It's like Black Hole or Dark Hole or
Isn't Karibo still
no,
legal?
No,
yeah,
yeah.
Freelo's
Yeah.
legal.
why
No,
would that
no.
be banned?
No,
They
you said there's only one card that's not banned. I was like,
I don't have Karibo in my deck.
They recently
I have
banned
Karibo.
Sengen though, if you remember him.
Oh.
The dude with 1,000 hands?
No, Sengen, he was the one where if he died, you could take a monster from your graveyard to your hand.
Yeah.
And he was banned
Yeah.
because of Exodia decks. because you would just use Sangan to get the pieces, and then you keep bringing Sangan back to life with different ways, and just
I had a friend. He had an Exodia deck. It was exactly that. It was
4 to 5
all
turns.
it was all hand replenishment from graveyard.
Not
He-
only that, also you use thinners like Mother Grizzly, or Mother Grizzly Giant Rat.
What the
stuff like
hell is
that.
Mother Grizzly?
Mother Grizzly is a card where if you destroy it, you can take another water.
How new is
monster.
that?
That's not
That's
new. at all.
new.
That's
That's not new.
old as
Because
frick.
we're talking like maybe
No,
what?
I'm talking first generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because-
I'm talking first generation Exodia deck right now.
Because he had God, I can't remember. He had like Pot of Greed, and then he had
Oh yeah,
he had all these.
that's banned now by the way.
Is it really?
Graceful Charity also banned. Painful Choice super banned. That's
He-
probably one he had.
His entire deck was were cards like that, and he would constantly just burn his hand
Yeah.
because he would pick up Exodia pieces and he would burn the hand,
And then
and then he would monster born them onto the field.
Oh, not only that, you could backup soldier, let you get normal monsters from your graveyard
Yep.
to your hand.
Yeah.
And that's how you would, if you had like 3 Exodia pieces in your hand, you don't care if you card destruction them because you'll just get them
Yeah,
back.
because
Uh-huh.
he would always get them back, and he had it was a shit ton of
Yeah.
trap cards that you couldn't attack
Yep.
his hand. He would rather, I think he had a card where it would reroute any attack directly to his life points so that
Wow.
Exodia would not get hit. So he would take a hit knowing that Exodia would obliterate the
That's
competition.
weird though. 'cause
Obliterate.
Exodia only works from the hand. It doesn't work on the field.
No, he would always place it on the field though.
But they don't do anything on the field.
But he had them. That's the thing. Oh, no. You're right. He would put them on the field. They would die.
And then he would back
And
up
then,
soldier.
and then he would
Yeah.
put them back into his hand. You're right.
Yep, because that's a strategy you can use if
Mhm.
you want to go that way.
And
Look
Exodia's
what I
banned.
have. I got a left leg. Ha!
Exodia's banned now, right?
Yep. You're allowed to use Exodia, but
Still?
not Sangan or Witch of the Black Forest.
So they just made it impossible for you to
No, no.
get Exodia.
It's made it a little harder. To
Harder,
be honest,
yeah.
it's still really easy to get. It's just not like, oh, I'm gonna get this in 3 turns no matter what.
Yeah. And then you're gonna go like, oh no, I could synchro summon an Exodia.
The fuck is?
Oh, okay.
Synchro
let's
what?
know. Synchro what?
That's
I stopped.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
I,
for
know,
you there.
I stopped playing Exodia.
Exodia.
I stopped
playing
Exodia
Exodia.
forever ago.
The Exodia card game. Come
Yeah,
on.
you know.
I have.
I
the-
collected all 5.
See, I have the exact counter to Exodia and Destiny board decks in my deck. I run the dick move deck where you just mill their entire graveyard deck. God damn it. I run a deck where you just mill their entire deck into their graveyard before they even get the cards.
You're out of cards. Sorry, friend. You lose.
Yeah, right.
So like I'd be his worst nightmare.
I don't know. He was pretty good back in the day. Well, he was back in the day, so
Yeah.
you know,
Back in the day.
back in the day.
Oh god.
So before we took that route, I was talking about phones.
Yes, phones,
we
iPhones.
weren't.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, we were talking about iPhones, right?
No.
How did we get into Yu-Gi-Oh? From
Hey,
phones.
you started it.
I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Whatever. Let's go ahead and finish up with your Samsung.
Oh yeah, I read of the new Samsung Galaxy 4 that's going to be coming out, and with the Galaxy 3 that they have right now, it uses the front facing camera to determine if anyone's looking at the screen, so it doesn't lock out. That way you don't have to constantly touch the screen before it.
Pretty neat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So I have it set to my phone right now, and that's what it does. So if I'm looking at the screen, it won't turn off, so I can continue reading. Because I set it for 30 seconds, which I think is the lowest,
Yeah.
so to help save battery.
And also, if you were to like lie down while reading your phone as well, you know how most of the phones have like auto rotate on the screen. It also senses what direction your face is, so it'll keep the
So it'll keep
It'll
that
keep-
orientation.
yeah, it'll keep the orientation.
So it won't rotate with the accelerometer.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty.
So
cool
that's
too.
what's here on the S3 right
S3.
now. One of the major things that is planned for the S4 is it's going to take the front-facing camera technology that's here now, and it's going to improve on that. So if you're reading a document, not only will it not time out the screen, but as you approach the bottom of the page, it'll scroll up for you.
What?
And if you want to go back on the browser, you just look back. You move your eyes and look towards the back side of the screen,
What?
and it will back up for you. So it has eye motion sensing technology.
What the?
Right? Right? Come on, Apple. We're waiting for you.
I know, right? Where's your comeback here?
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right? It's pretty crazy.
And that's in the generation after the phone that I'm holding right now. The future is now, son. The future is now.
And what? Apple can't even get their
Maps.
Yeah, their maps right.
Oh, that was the best.
That was awesome.
Did you see that video about, like, no, Apple was correct. So we're funding a program which will rebuild the entire world to what Apple Maps.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
Have
I
you seen
love
that?
it.
Oh, it's
No,
so
I haven't
funny.
seen it.
Not.
Oh, look for that video. It's so funny.
What is it called?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
You'll have to send it to us.
I
We'll put
saw
it
it
in
at
the link down.
random. I don't know if I'll be able to find it again, but it's so funny. Like the construction worker guy, like building a fucking road through a hotel. And like
But we did watch the Samsung parody commercials where the guys the Apple guys are like waiting for the iPhone 5 to come out, and then they have then the people outside the lines, they have like Samsung's like, oh man, what's that what is that, a Samsung?
oh yeah.
What is that? S3? What is this? And then just like, hey, can we do that bump thing on the new iPhone? It's like, no.
Next generation. The next,
generation
will have it.
maybe.
Maybe?
You just if Apple's finally just got 4G,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
They just have
And-
LTE
And
now.
a bigger screen as well.
No.
0.5 inches bigger.
So the same size as a Samsung.
No.
No.
Even
Oh.
still
Definitely
smaller.
not.
Oh wow.
Maybe the same size as your phone.
My
maybe.
Samsung.
Your Samsung.
I don't even know what it says.
That looks about right.
Yeah.
That's about the right size.
That's about the
actually.
right size, actually.
I love my phone. I got it for free.
Yeah,
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
You can't get an Apple for free, can you?
No.
You get 99 cents plus original tax, so like $80.
Jesus Christ. Are you
Give
serious?
it to you like with the original tax.
Yeah, you have to pay the original
you have to-
tax.
For electronics, you pay tax on the regular price, not
Yeah.
the discounted price.
That's messed up.
So I mean, our phones,
Our phone's $129.
it was a little cheaper than that, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Yeah,
But-
it was cheaper.
Yeah,
because
it was super cheap because there
Yeah.
was a sale going on.
I think.
But
it
then
was,
they had to charge us original tax.
I think it was $70.
Yeah, but then we ended up paying
The
closer to
original-
like 110.
Yeah, because
Because
of
of
the
original
price tax, which is
And that was
basically-
what? Maybe a few months after the phone released.
Yeah. Go to Target, guys.
Shout out to
Mobile.
Target.
Shout out to Target Mobile.
Target.
Target Mobile.
They always have promotions on phones, and if you
Yeah.
like renew your contract and stuff like that, and they're always really good deals.
But the thing is, their selection is small because it's only
It's a satellite satellite area.
and they have AT&T, T-Mobile,
Virgin Mobile.
Virgin.
They have all the major characters.
characters. Yeah, carriers. you mean.
Carriers.
Characters.
Characters.
Wow, what
A little behind
reaction
there, right?
time there.
You know, AT&T man, T-Mobile guy, the Geico Gecko,
Guy.
The Energizer Bunny.
Patchy.
Patchy.
Patchy Pirate.
Oh man. So on the way here, you were actually talking to me about somebody asking for a song.
Oh yeah. My RPG music.
Yeah.
Which has previously mostly just been a secret little hobby of mine. I'm starting to branch out with it a little bit and get in contact with people. And somebody said it sounded good, but like the MIDI quality is terrible.
Well, what was his computer MIDI files? Huh?
Well, she.
Oh,
doesn't
she.
Use,
Okay.
MIDIs. She has some really fancy program. She does.
Well, it's a good thing we're a fucking band who's got, multi-$100 equipment at our disposal.
for recording, I mean, she actually does do digital sound workings with her program. I don't know what she uses, but she does the music for Epic Battle Fantasy series. If you've ever heard of it? No? It's pretty good.
Is it RPG?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How did you guess?
I thought we talked about this. I don't play RPGs.
Ah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I cannot be bothered with RPGs. I cannot. I don't like the fact that you start off as a nooblet and then you have to work your way up to the top. I want to
super nooblet.
This game makes jokes about that, actually.
I want to be boss level when I start, like Mario. I mean, fucking Mario, he doesn't give a shit. He runs around the Mushroom Kingdom and he stomps on people's faces.
But if he gets touched once, other than his shoes, then he's dead.
Yeah, but he's still badass, right? I mean, in RPG, you're like, oh, I can't touch anything. I can't, or if I do, I'll swing the sword and it'll do 1 damage, and then my enemies have like 10 life. It takes too long. It takes way too long for me.
I don't know, that's a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but I feel you.
So, anyways.
Anyway.
RPGs blow.
The music is always really good, though.
The music,
You wouldn't know that, Mr. RPG.
I can't argue with with you on that, because most game music that I listen to that I like
or RPG
comes from RPGs, because if anything, an RPG will have epic cutscenes and cinematics.
Oh yeah.
Because RPGs is most of the time all story driven.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why don't you just record live?
That's actually what we're gonna be doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just about to
Take
say
that, MIDI.
Yeah.
MIDIs DIEDS.
DIEDS.
It's a good thing you did that, or else if I had tried to spell it out, it would have been like
DOT
Lee. Is that a letter?
Yeah, the letter Lee. I was supposed to say MIDI dies, but did I spell that? DIE?
DIEDS, you said.
Did
Died.
he? Died?
You're gonna die.
MIDI died.
Damn it.
Sorry,
Dame.
Everyone spells wrong.
Burst.
Dame like the candy, Swedish candy. Dame.
Dane?
DIME.
Danish.
Shit.
DAIM.
What
I
did I say?
was just-
DIME?
Yeah.
Dime? Son of a bitch! So anyways, the Swedish candy. Dime, apparently.
Yeah. DAIM. Really good candies. Go to Ikea.
Shout out to Ikea.
Shout out to Ikea.
Shout out to horse meat.
What?
You didn't hear about that? IKEA?
That's what that was.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out the whole time. I forgot. It's like it was sweet. It was IKEA Swedish meatballs that had horse meat in it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't care.
They tasted delicious.
They were
Yeah,
good
they're
anyways.
still good.
so-
What the heck?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't like the fact that they're getting horse meat. I don't.
But
like
what does
the
it
whole-
what does it matter though?
I don't know. It's like kind of the same thing as
It's still
dog or cat meat.
no, it's not.
No,
It's still consumption grade meat.
people around the world eat horse meat.
Well, yeah, people around the world also eat dog and cat. Doesn't mean I'm gonna eat dog and cat.
If it's consumer grade, it doesn't matter.
That means it's safe to eat for anyone.
I don't think that's legal in the United States.
Horse meat?
They sell horse meat here.
Well, it's like, why would it be such a big scandal if it was a huge scandal?
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't
the
be.
reason why it was a
Yeah.
scandal was because they didn't advertise it as horse meat. Because legally they have to put the ingredients.
Mhm.
Ah.
The
So
reason
they
the
were
reason
saying
why
it
it was a
wasn't
scandal
horse
was
meat.
because, well, they didn't. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that they didn't know. They didn't willingly serve that. It just turned out that their supplier
Used horse
used
meat.
horse meat.
Yeah.
But it's not like it was, like a ran over carcass on the side of the road that they decided to mix in with their regular meat.
Well, either way, I don't think are you allowed to hunt horses?
Who hunts horses?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how do they get this meat? I don't think that they're obtaining it by like farming these horses or something. That's
The people who do, I'm sure they do. The people who actually sell horse meat, I'm sure that there's a
why would
humane
you
way
do
to do it.
that?
Why would you do that to a cow?
I'm sorry, you can't ride a cow.
Yeah,
Sure you can.
You
Oh,
could ride
yeah,
a cow.
Totally, that cow is gonna go exactly where you want.
It's
Horses
not. It's
have-
not as. It's not as efficient as
As a horse.
As a horse.
Horses also have a level of intelligence. You can train them to do such a thing.
You can.
You
It's
could train anything
It's
to do
hoof
anything.
stock, Dodson. It's hoof stock. It doesn't matter. You can train a goat to do the same thing.
I don't know. It's just horses have such utility.
You
And-
only.
and
You
this is
only.
what we
You
were
only
talking
put
about,
that
too.
quality to the horses. You can put that quality to any other hoof stock.
Well, no, I could put that to an ox for sure, but like for cow, like it just feels different. I don't know why. It might just be
Because you don't care about cows. That's the thing.
and not that I don't care about
Yeah,
them.
No,
I mean,
you
if you
don't
go-
because
no,
because
if you
because
go
you're like
to-
whatever. We just farm them for meat
It
anyways.
might just be that the education in my upbringing has brought me to look at this animal a certain way, even though they could be something else. But when I
Yeah.
look at a horse or like an oxen, I think a utility work animal. Whereas when I look at a cow, not a bull, mind you, like a cow, it's literally you think about them grazing the pastures.
How do you not look at a cow on the same level as a horse or an oxen? The cow is the lifeblood of America,
Yeah.
for God's sake.
It has the milk, the cheese,
Meat.
and the
It's
meat.
just we don't work them like we work the horse and cow, or else it affects their milk.
We don't work them. Other people do.
Mm-hmm.
Other nations, other cultures, they might. They very
Yeah.
might well use them as plow animals.
Yeah, and the other nations probably. I mean, they have the cow that's sacred.
there are sacred
There are
cows.
sacred cows. You
They-
can't
they'll
touch
ha-
those cows.
They'll have goat, chicken. They'll have lamb. They'll have any other kind of meat except for cow.
It's all goat milk too.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Which is really good, by the way.
Yes, very good.
I
Or
tried
goat
it.
cheese,
It
rather.
was-
Shout
not
out.
milk-
Yeah,
not milk,
goat
but-
cheese I'm okay with. Goat milk.
Shout
I haven't
out-
tried it.
Shout out
haven't
to
tried
goats.
it.
I wasn't a fan of it.
Shout out to goats.
Shout out to goats.
Yeah, you're awesome goats.
So that's my thing. True, it was an outrage. It was a scandal because it wasn't labeled as such. I think people are putting way too much.
Value, I guess.
It-
No, just like
I think they're taking it way out of proportion. I think that's my thing. But then again, if you know me, I'm a really laid back guy when it comes
Yeah.
to this kind of stuff.
Oh, really?
I'm just kind of like,
I'll eat it.
I'll eat it.
As
I'm not
long as
gonna
it
say
still
it-
tastes the
Yeah,
same,
I'm not gonna
I'll
say
eat
it
it.
didn't taste good. I've had them. They tasted fine. It's just
Yeah, right? Exactly.
and when I heard about it, I didn't personally think it was that huge of a deal. I just thought it was against the law or
Oh.
something because people were making such a big deal about it.
I mean, if you had the Kort Bular, if you had the Swedish meatballs the day before you found out, were you gonna like throw up? You're gonna throw it up. It's like, oh, I don't want this. I don't want this horse meat. Are you gonna do that? Or are you just like, hey, I enjoyed the dinner. It's a shame that they use horse meat. And I was like, oh, yeah, I might buy it again. I might not. Are you gonna? I feel like it's kind of the same thing. It's stupid.
I think it was. I
scandal.
think it was just blown out of proportion.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what it was. Are you still thinking about those cows? And
I'm actually, I'm kind of thinking, it's just how certain people are raised and their views on certain things because of the way they're raised. It's just, it's interesting to think about sometimes.
Yeah.
Because, for some reason, I can't make that neat link between horses and cows, even though, animals.
it's all hoof stock to me, Dodson. That's the thing. I mean,
Pork,
Yeah.
meat.
I mean,
beef.
I've had in my
Chicken.
I've had in my time. I've had venison, lamb, goat,
Snake, alligator.
snake,
I've
alligator.
never had snake.
I've had all these different kinds of meat.
Yeah.
It's kind of all the same to me.
In the beginning, there was iron. There was iron.
A material of the earth.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And part of asteroids.
Really?
Yes. Iron is found in asteroids.
Asteroids?
Shout out to
Science?
shout out
Shout out to science.
shout out to science. Yeah, shout out to science. Shout out to
Space monkeys. I don't even.
So how about them space monkeys, huh?
Space Monkeys. Wait, isn't that a show now?
I don't know.
What?
Space Monkeys for Nickelodeon.
What?
I think they have a show called Space Monkeys.
Isn't that Sheen like spinoff?
No, that's
that was
that's
Planet
Planet
Sheen.
Sheen. But I think there's a.
Oh my God, you're right. That weird space. Yeah, you're
See?
right. There's like a space
I saw
monkey
a commercial
show.
for it.
Yeah.
There's a Space Monkey show.
I don't know about that, but I do care about the
You
fact-
assume because I'm a monkey, I like bananas? Is that
yeah.
the one? Yeah, yeah.
That was the
that's the one.
commercial for it. Yeah, Space Monkeys, man. We were just joking, but yeah,
Wow.
there's an actual Space Monkeys.
I'm more worried about Adventure Time losing Rebecca Sugar.
Who?
She did most of the good musical episodes and most of the Marceline Ice King stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
She's going off to
no.
do her own show.
Yeah.
Speaking of, isn't there a show that's by Pendleton Ward? It's like, it's almost exact. It looks exactly like Adventure Time, but it's it's like a Heroes in Space kind of thing.
Space Monkeys.
No,
Is that the new one that's coming out?
no, it's already showing right now.
Oh, then I'm
What?
not sure.
Wait,
Oh,
yeah, I've seen.
I think I've seen something about
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I
What
don't
it's
remember
called.
the name.
It's like Hero something or other.
Yeah, something like that. But look it up. I remember seeing something like that. I was like, this is not Adventure Time, but it looks like it.
Same animation style, same everything, and it's by Pendleton Ward. Pendleton.
Pendleton.
I like how deep Adventure Time's getting. I get feels all over the place when I watch it.
I was watching some of the episodes of which one was it? It was the Wish one where he wishes the Lich never existed,
Oh,
and then he went into this
God.
weird alternate
He has a
reality
nose.
where he has a nose and the
What was up with his arm? Why didn't he have an arm?
no idea.
Like, there's so much about that alternate reality that was just like,
What?
Why?
What? Yeah.
Well, that means the apocalypse never happened, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which means-
Stop it.
Which means that the land of Oo and everything never came to existence. Because I remember reading somewhere that in reality, Oo
Yeah,
was actually was
post-apocalyptic.
post-apocalyptic. Yeah,
Yep.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
That is this weird, whimsical world, and then there's this really dark, like backstory behind it.
And like, it's funny because you'll see Ice King through most and be like, God damn it, Ice King, you're an asshole. And then you see those episodes and you're like,
Yeah, right.
Ice King, you're an asshole.
That's deep. It's super, super weird.
Yeah.
Watching,
Such intense feels watching that
right?
show.
Like in the beginning, it's just
Such a fun show. And you
Yeah.
watch it and you're like, ah, this is so much
like,
fun.
oh, it's so
And,
funny.
and then
it's
it just keeps building layers and layers, and they start coming to the surface, and you're like, oh, wow.
I'm still waiting for Flame Princess to finally go evil. I don't want it to happen, but after this last episode...
I haven't seen it. Don't spoil anything for me.
No spoilers.
Okay. You need to keep up, because that was a few episodes ago.
I haven't had the time. I
Yeah,
just straight
no.
up haven't had the time, and
For
I'm trying
adventure.
to I'm trying to find out where I can watch them in order, so I don't so I don't mess
Well,
anything up.
I have them.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'll
Is it on
need,
your hard drive right now?
Not on my hard drive,
Oh.
but my girlfriend has them.
I'll need those from you.
Yeah, we'll need to borrow that.
Not that we're doing anything illegal here.
No, she just has them from her friend.
Pendleton Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as it's from the source, no big deal.
And cut.
But
Any other shows like Adventure Time? Like, just like on that deep level of it starts off, as whatever and it just builds up on it?
it's really deep. Space Stallions.
Space Stallions, the 15-second.
Yeah, it was some guy's like college project or something like that. He had
Space
to-
Stallions.
He made an intro reminiscent of the old like early 90s cartoons.
If you put it up there, Space
Yeah,
Stallions.
we'll link it.
It looked like a He-Man kind of, but it was all cell shaded or 3D.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
was really good. It was really well put together. You know what else was really deep? I had the opportunity to see it. It's online, but it's actually part of the My Little Pony franchise. And it's called Snowdrop. I think. And it's a fan animation. It's completely fan made, and it's its own storyline and everything. The feels. I'm telling you, man. The feels.
Snowdrop?
Yeah. Like right here, the feels. It's about a blind pony
Oh.
who essentially creates the snowflake. Yeah. We gotta link them down. That one's pretty good too.
Oh man.
If you want to talk about deep
I have a feeling
animation.
I'm gonna be having a lot of feels tonight.
Yep.
I know, right?
Looking at all of these videos.
So there is one thing that I know that we have to do before we start wrapping up. And
Spelling rap.
shut up.
WARP.
WARP. There is one thing that we definitely have to do. And we have to
Drum rolls.
we have to address a
Band.
yeah,
Yeah.
The one.
we have to address a request from a comment that was left on our last week's
Wait. Somebody watched.
yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, we have people.
All right, so
people
we got a
watch.
couple. So we have a
Yeah.
couple things. Remember how we did the best mythical fighter?
Oh yeah.
So now we have to talk about. We should talk about pirates versus Vikings.
Oh.
So shout out to ksaaaar, ksaaaar, on YouTube for giving us this. So we have to talk about pirates versus
Oh,
Vikings.
wow.
Who would win that battle? Essentially,
okay,
they're
okay.
kind of pirates of their own day. So
Okay. The pirates have a technology advantage, so we'll
they have
to,
they have gunpowder.
We'll have to even that out somehow.
Yeah. Okay,
Because
let's.
it's the same way we did with the aliens. The aliens had an obvious technological advantage.
We had
and-
to bring it to the same level. Yeah.
All right, so let's think.
Well, if you boil it down to the essentials, then if you want to make it even, the way that we made the aliens even is we kind of removed their technology. We said
Okay.
that they were kind of like hand to
So
hand.
we're taking gunpowder away.
So we'll take gunpowder away
yeah.
from the pirate,
Okay.
which means that it's going to be swords.
Arrows. The Vikings
Vikings
were
have-
extremely proficient. with
Yeah, they had
archery.
arrows and spears.
The whole thing they were so good at with their naval combat. The reason why they were such a naval force is because they had fire arrows.
And
if
that's
they hit your ship with fire arrows, guess what?
you're on fire and you are down. But
So-
yeah, that makes sense. And plus, arrows are probably were probably more efficient than flint pistols.
But that means we're
At a
giving,
distance.
but now we're giving too much an advantage to the Viking. We're giving him projectiles, and we've taken away all
Let's-
the projectiles
Let's
of
do
our-
land combat then, since they were both like on land. They both
Yeah.
kind of did the same thing on land. They ran in numbers, and
yeah,
but-
I think Vikings had a
I
little
think
bit
the
more of a
Vikings had more
strategic.
strength.
Yeah,
I think
and
the
they were
Viking. I think Viking advantage goes to Viking here because the mythical Viking that we know of is like, super ripped and
the
Ki-
Norse king.
with like a
Yeah.
two-handed sword that
Oh,
he
the
that he
giant
wields
battle
giant
axe.
battle
that he
axe.
wields with
Awesome.
one hand. He's got like a big ass shield on the other one. So, I mean,
Oh, man.
how do we find this medium now? Because the mythical Viking is the ultimate badass versus the realistic pirate. It's not even gonna compare anymore.
'Cause, like here, I'm thinking Thor now.
Right?
So, like-
Yeah.
So how do
Oh,
we
man.
find the healthy medium? Do we go mythical Viking versus mythical pirate?
I was actually thinking of the How to Train Your Dragon Vikings, beating up dragons.
Because if we go mythical Viking, then we can go with
Mythical pirate.
yeah. Then
What did really the mythical pirate
What
have
would be a
over
mythical pirate? Yeah.
well then you would go with like Pirates of the Caribbean version of Blackbeard, where he's got like voodoo and he's got like magical power essentially.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's a tough call.
It is a tough call. Only because I didn't really watch Pirates 3 or 4.
I am super biased on this. I can't even begin to say pirate on this.
Well, who was our victor? Was it Pirates for the victor last time?
I think ninjas were the
I think we
victors.
gave it to ninjas.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so we don't have to worry too much about that then. But
But Pirates already lost.
yeah, Pirates already lost. This is a battle for bragging rights essentially. If we don't give them projectiles,
I think Vikings would go.
yeah. If we don't give the either of them projectile weapons, advantage goes to the Viking, I think.
Mm-hmm. And then if
And this is assuming this is a land battle, right?
yeah, like they went to shore and then they started fighting.
I think pirates would be able to maneuver their ship better.
True.
I think
Yeah.
they would, and not only that,
Well, they have a bigger ship.
Uh-huh.
not only that, they have sails.
Yeah, they have sails.
Well,
like-
Vikings had
Well,
sails
they
too,
have
right?
Sails,
I mean,
but their sails weren't as.
Yeah. They
So-
used
they weren't as technologically advanced.
they used
Yeah.
rowers as
And
well.
yeah, they had
so
rowers.
They had oars.
And they had oars and they had a sail, but the sail wasn't their main like speed source. The pirate ship would go way faster.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say on sea,
I would
pirates
say,
have the advantage
I
then?
would say
Well, most definitely because
in a boat combat, the pirates would win.
they don't. I mean, Vikings don't necessarily have weapons on their boat as well
All they can do is shoot arrows. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, how far can you shoot?
versus a
arrows?
cannon. Yeah, versus a side
Yeah.
cannon on a pirate ship. I mean,
But that means we're giving
sea battles.
that means we're giving technology back
I
to
mean,
the pirates.
well,
technically-
what would you do? Crash boats?
Well, if they did, then the pirate would win anyways.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is this just, it's
Well, I mean, would the Vikings have catapults of some sort, siege weaponry on their ship?
Not on their ship, I don't
think
think.
so. I mean, could they theoretically like bring a catapult, like not a big catapult, just like a stone thrower at least, to get some fire onto the enemy ship?
oh, so a catapult and not a trebuchet.
Yeah.
Okay,
basically,
okay.
Uh-huh.
Like a smaller. Like
See,
would
then
they have,
that-
would
that-
they have those on their ship? I don't know if they would.
I don't think they did.
Back in the day, I don't think.
don't think so.
I think it would be a little bit too cumbersome to carry around on a boat.
So who does the victor go to then?
Well, on sea without any weapons, nobody. Stalemate.
They'd probably kill each other.
That,
The
that-
pirates
they would
would-
probably-
I think on sea pirates would
I
have the
think the
advantage.
pirates would come up to ram them, and the Vikings would shoot their fire arrows at them, and they'd both go down.
But if we gave them both projectiles,
The pirates would win.
pirates would win.
Yeah, pirates would win.
Because you can't
Most-
give fire arrows to the Vikings without giving something to
a
the
flint pistol to the pirates.
And if you gave flintlock pistols, then pirates would still win.
yeah, at short distance. But
But
you
on
know,
land with no projectiles, Vikings
Vikings
win.
would win. So unless it was raining, and all the pirates' gunpowder were all wet, I don't think Vikings would have stood a chance against the technology of pirates.
So consensus then.
With weapons, pirates. But without weapons, Vikings.
That's a stalemate. We can't have a
You
stalemate.
gotta
Okay,
choose
then
one.
tell me.
Just like say,
Are we gonna
just
include
your
weapons in
consensus.
this?
No, just
No weapons?
Like no. I'm not saying no weapons. I'm saying just
If you had to put your okay, so we'll
you gotta
go.
say one.
So
That's it.
okay, so let's go. Mythical Viking versus fully loaded pirate.
Pirate.
Viking. Dude, you can't. Okay, if we're going mythical Viking.
Not Thor.
versus-
Not Thor.
I know, I'm not saying Thor, but still, if we're going mythical Viking,
If I'd have to give the advantage to the pirate. I'm sorry.
Uh.
I'm sorry. I have to give the advantage to the pirate.
dude,
What
You
is-
can you can
if
be
they,
you can
if they shot cannons,
you can
at-
be as strong as you want. You can single-handedly wield a dual wield sword, but you take a shot to the chest from a hand cannon.
And
It's
you're,
over.
Yeah, and you're done. Because you're giving them weapons now. So fully loaded, hand cannon, flintlock pistol, sword,
Rifle,
rifle.
and then if
The weapons, the guns themselves would just tear apart anyone. So, yeah, that's my reasoning as well. That's why I would choose pirates.
you have something on your mind, Dodson.
Yeah, no,
What is it?
I see it.
No, it's just
You're just going through the situations.
no. I'm just like thinking we took so much away from other people when we were making decisions, and this time it's obviously extremely tilted to one side.
Well, either way, it becomes extremely tilted to one side. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because the power of the pirate came from his technology. And numbers, technically.
And numbers. Well, Vikings also had
Vikings are the
numbers.
same thing.
They had big numbers as well.
That's what they did.
Because you're taking something essential away from the pirate. I mean, we gave the aliens technology back, but we had to give technology to the ninja because
and we turned it into.
So what if we gave technology to the Viking?
What technology would they have?
Technology would match up with the Viking.
Because we were able to find an example of a modern day ninja. That's why we were able to find that middle ground. What would be the equivalent of giving technology to a Viking? You're saying trebuchets and
crossbows?
No, I was thinking crossbows. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Did they use crossbows?
No, that was past their time. I was just saying, if we were going to go quote unquote technology advanced, they had archers.
A more precise.
More precise arrow with fire.
Versus
a
a standard pirate.
And I would think you would have to give a little bit of gunpowder to the Vikings, not an actual gun.
But what would they use for gunpowder? Or what would the gunpowder be used for?
You would tie a sack of the gunpowder to the tip of your arrow. On collision, it would explode.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Hey, I thought we were going mythical.
Yeah, but you can't tie a sack of gunpowder and have it explode.
I saw it in a...
in a cartoon?
No, in a movie. Army of Darkness.
In a movie.
You remember?
In a movie.
That movie? Where he has like gunpowder and other things mixed into like
it's
a
like
bag.
MacGyver or something.
And like he lit it on fire and it exploded.
It's not gonna explode with the fury of a bomb.
Well, no, not a bomb. It would be a small explosion.
No, gunpowder just ignites.
It's gonna ignite. It's gonna catch fire very, very quickly. It's gonna be a flash.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be it. It might burn a little bit, but it's not gonna cause any lasting
that's what
damage.
You want it to burn their ship.
The gun.
Yeah.
I thought we were fighting not ship to ship. I thought we're fighting.
Oh, are we fighting man to man?
I thought we were fighting man to man.
That's why it was so in Pirates' favor if they had cannons.
Well,
hand cannons.
Hand cannons.
Oh, hand cannons.
So I mean, the thing is. So we give. Okay, We'll give the Vikings crossbows, trebuchets, and
would they have
catapults.
A shield that could block bullets?
Who?
The Viking.
The Viking?
No, even today, having a shield that blocks bullets is really hard to get.
Not really. Riot shields are pretty common.
Go to the store and go buy me a riot shield, Dodson.
Okay.
Okay.
You're buying a riot shield.
When did bulletproof shields come to existence? Were they even
70s?
Yeah, let's get a 70s Viking up in here. So
they'd be really groovy.
No, he wouldn't have a bulletproof shield. The best possible scenario for him
metal
is gonna be like a copper shield.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the best possible, a bronze shield. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a bronze shield. That's the best possible scenario. And the lead is gonna pierce through that like nothing.
The bullets that the pirates have?
Yeah,
they're lead balls.
They're lead balls.
Not that far, or with that much force, though.
Enough to pierce through copper. Yeah. Bronze. Sorry, I keep saying copper.
Yeah, copper's weak, bro.
But that's what bronze is. It's a mixture of metal and copper.
Metal and metal.
Metal and metal.
So best case scenario, because normally you would say wood and leather is what their shields would be made out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, best scenario.
Leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So best case scenario, we'll give them, a bronze shield. Best case scenario. Pirates would still have the advantage.
They'd have gunpowder.
Yeah, they'd still have gunpowder with higher velocity
gunpowder is just
projectile.
So huge to give in this. It's like how many years past Vikings gunpowder?
Gunpowder is the table turner.
It
really is.
That's the
gunpowder is literally the only thing that determines who wins.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why in the real world, when gunpowder was introduced, that was a game changer.
Oh yeah, whoever had gunpowder was
they had the V in the books already.
Yep. God,
So-
it's so difficult to just.
Advantage goes to
Pirates.
even
still
Pirates
say
with
pirates.
gunpowder.
Yeah.
even best case scenario.
And if those pirates didn't have gunpowder, they'd be running like little girls.
No,
No, they would just
No.
go down.
They would just
they,
die.
they would go down fighting. I'm sure
Yeah.
they would.
They'd still get just demolished. They wouldn't even kill a single Viking.
I'm sure they would kill a
They would
Viking.
kill a Viking. But
If
like
they're lucky.
No.
yeah,
Pirates don't have shields.
3 pirates on one, and then
There wouldn't be that many pirates to one Viking. Because the Vikings also went in numbers.
Yeah, but if you think about how many more pirates you can fit on their ship versus the number of Vikings
We
you
were
can
talking
fit on
land
a ship.
battle.
Yeah, but how did they get to land? They would have to take their
Well,
ship.
Who's invading who?
They found an island in the middle of the ocean.
and they wanted to
It was
claim
one ship of pirates
versus
found
one
found
ship
an
of
island that was also found by a ship of Vikings.
Vikings. Yeah,
So sheer numbers
they went through a time warp, and then they saw each other.
somehow, right?
We have gunpowder. What
Well-
the hell is gunpowder?
Arrow. Well, 1-to-1 battle, I give the advantage to the pirate.
A 2-to-1 battle, I'd still give it to the Vikings. If there was 2 pirates to every
with
one
gunpowder?
Viking, no, without gunpowder.
No,
No,
I'm not. I'm talking
best case
about.
scenario now
I'm talking
with
about
everything.
our battle.
Oh.
The consensus goes to
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Dodson.
What? I already said with gunpowder, it's pirates. There's
Okay.
no way to argue that.
Yeah.
So I
Like, I tried a few things, but there's just no way
No
to
way
argue
to-
the gunpowder fact.
gunpowder's the great equalizer. So we have one more, and it's also from ksaaaar. It's going to be Power Rangers versus Ninja Turtles.
Oh, fuck you. ksaaaar, whoever you are. Are we talking like,
Which
generation?
what generation? Because, the
It could
Ninja
be the
Turtles...
it could be the last generation. Let's be the last generation of Power Rangers.
No,
because they
no,
were
no,
the-
no, no.
No, because
No.
It has to be.
First
It has to
gen.
be first gen.
Both of them
Has to be.
first
Has to be
gen.
Dinozords.
It has
Okay,
to be
fine.
both first gen.
Yeah.
okay,
And so we're looking at some really relaxed turtles here.
yeah, really. Or are we also talking about the live action turtles
No.
or the Teenage Mutant
We're talking
Ninja Turtles
yeah,
song? Okay,
that's what we're
okay.
talking.
those ones. Okay,
And Michelangelo is a party dude, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
With whatever you.
so the only
but that
person
also means that just means he's the wild card though.
Okay, so we're going 4v4 though, at least 4 Power Rangers. versus
no, it
4
has to
turtles,
be all the
'cause
Power Rangers.
that's
yellow,
already-
pink,
Okay, so then the
blue.
turtles will get Splinter.
Okay, we'll give him a
Yeah, we'll give
splinter.
him Splinter.
And then what is it? It's red, yellow, blue. Are we including Tommy?
God, I don't know.
Which one? Red or red, green or white?
Oh yeah.
We're not talking red. We're not talking red, Tommy, because Jason's red.
Okay.
It would be green.
Let's go with the core 5. Let's go with
Okay.
the core 5. then.
So it would be red,
Red,
blue, pink, black,
Yellow.
yellow. And then forget green and white.
Yeah, so green and white.
Well, green and white were the same person. So.
Yeah. But he came
He came
He was
after.
technically
later.
an enemy.
Yeah, he came through the movie.
No, he was before
he was
that.
used before that.
He was before that.
So we won't give them well Green Ranger was OP anyways.
Yeah.
he was.
So we won't give him that.
Green and white were OP.
And so we have the 4 turtles and Master Splinter.
And Splinter,
on the other
yeah.
side.
Oh, there's the 5.
So
Oh,
it's
man,
5v5.
That is a battle.
Okay, so Master Splinter has age on. Well,
Oh, dude,
age. Yeah,
don't even
it doesn't.
say that.
Yeah,
Master Splinter.
I just forgot. It's like no,
butt.
he still kicks butt.
I'm gonna call it right now. Advantage Rangers.
What? Just 'cause they have guns?
No, because they have the Megazords.
They got the Megazord.
Okay, well you can't include the Megazords.
But
Yeah,
that's-
wait, didn't the turtles have something stupid? Like
They
oh, that
had
was
they had
later.
like a.
They had a van.
They
no,
had
I
a-
meant later in the series. They got like this airplane.
Yeah, they
thing.
got an airplane thing. That, I
Yeah, but
remember
that's-
that one.
But that's still not gonna measure up to the Megazord.
All right, so let's keep
So
the Megazords
okay,
out of this.
so
Okay,
no
so-
peripherals, just hand to hand.
Unless we can have the Power Rangers, Rita, whatever the fuck her name is, make the 4 turtles and Splinter large, because that is what the Megazords were made to fight.
Yeah.
Now, but then that's too much cross contamination.
Yeah, but then that's
'Cause-
that's 5 versus 1.
yeah, then that's 5v1. But then again, the Megazord has fought 5v1 before
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
it has.
still kicked everyone's
Because
ass.
that's the whole point, is the Megazords only come out when they make my monster grow. So let's say.
Well, can you do that though? Because the turtles are already grown from a chemical.
Can
double
you
grow?
double grow them?
Can they
you double
find
grow?
the chemical that made them grow
Uh-huh,
to give them the
exactly.
power to fight the Megazord?
No, because they're not gonna grow to that level. If you think about what was his name, like that Rhino guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He didn't.
Either way, let's assume no Megazord.
Okay, so just hand-to-hand combat then.
Yeah.
Just Rangers versus
Yeah.
Turtles.
Which would be a really good fight. I'm gonna say that Billy loses whoever he fights.
I don't know, dude. You can't call Billy out because he was the intellectual one.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it's Billy versus Michelangelo. They're both wild cards, so I'm gonna give it to Mikey though.
I thought it was Donatello.
Donatello was the intelligent.
Yeah, so it would be Billy versus Donatello then.
Donatello.
Okay,
Those
so
would
then
be your.
who you matching Michelangelo against? Zach?
Maybe. He was the
I'm pretty sure it's Jason and Splinter.
Yeah, Jason and
Yeah.
Splinter would go against each other. I
Zach-
think Zach would go against
Who's-
Michelangelo.
Who's the more aggressive of the ladies? Would it be Kimberly or?
I think it would be Kim.
What's the other girl? No, I think it'd be the other girl with the size, because Kimberly just has the bow.
Yeah,
It's kind
you're
of
right.
like, eh. The size have to fight the size.
Yeah.
Raphael versus her.
What's
Yeah.
her name? I can't
Yellow
remember her
Ranger?
name.
I
Yeah,
honestly-
Yellow
Well,
Ranger.
then again, back then, you know that Yellow was a dude.
In the original Japanese
the original
release,
Japanese
Yellow
release,
was,
yeah.
was a
Yellow
dude.
was a dude. That's why the size.
That's why he had said, and that's why he wasn't wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
But you know,
And then
in American release, Power Rangers.
It
was
and
a
then
girl.
Kimberly and Leonardo. Ooh.
Okay, so is this 5 different battles then? Then we'll
Oh,
see
yeah.
who the survivors are.
All right.
Whoever has more survivors is the winning team.
All right.
Okay, so we'll go with first we'll start off with Black Ranger versus who did we say? Michelangelo.
Yeah. This would be a funny fight, and I'm not really sure. Okay, we have an axe versus.
What did he have?
What did Mike? Oh, nunchuck.
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 Advantage Michelangelo. I'm gonna call it.
He's
Advantage
fast.
Michelangelo.
He's faster.
He's more resourceful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right.
He's more resourceful.
Okay.
Next battle.
All right. Let's.
Billy versus.
Let's go Billy versus Donatello.
Oh,
Donatello uses a bow.
Bow staff.
Yeah, and Billy uses a spear.
Was it?
Yeah. He has a trident, weird spear.
Well, didn't they also have guns? They had
They
like
had-
blasters,
they
yeah,
had
right?
but
blasters too, but that was later.
Let's just keep the blasters
Okay.
Yeah,
out
keep
of it right
keep
now.
the blasters out.
Okay, so they're
No
pretty.
firearms.
So they're pretty evenly matched. Their wits are just as good as each other.
I'm gonna say they knock each other out.
You can't do
You
that.
can't do that.
No.
I think.
I think advantage
Billy.
Rangers. I
Yeah.
think advantage goes to Power Rangers. this
Billy?
time. Yeah, to Billy.
Yeah.
Billy?
Yeah,
Have
because
you seen Donatello?
yeah, but if what you say is correct, it's a bow staff versus a trident.
Kind of thing. I don't know how to explain
They
it.
both have range, but one is more deadly.
Yeah, one is causes more damage. And assuming that they have the same fighting skills because of their wit, the one with naturally more damage is going to.
It's Billy.
Yeah, but you also have to remember that the turtles, they never killed anyone.
No, they never did. They always put somebody unconscious. So, well, then again,
Did
Power Rangers never
Power
killed anyone
Rangers ever
either.
really kill anyone?
Not in the first season.
They didn't really kill anyone, but they fought them to the point where they were destroyed.
Well, only the,
And they
the
actually did blow up
underlings.
sometimes.
Only the underlings.
They did
not
blow up
the-
sometimes,
not the
so.
big ones.
Yeah, but they still destroyed them from existence, though.
Yeah.
The turtles, they never did that. They knocked them out, but they never fought to kill.
And they would fight him again
Alright, so
another
giving
day.
that one to Billy.
Yeah, we're gonna give that to Billy.
Yeah.
Because I think with Donatello, I think that would be his downfall. He would say, "This is a battle, but I can't do it."
Mm-hmm.
I think his wit would be his downfall.
I'll say right now, Splinter wins.
I was just gonna
I'm gonna say that for last because we gotta
Yeah.
see. We gotta
Okay.
see.
Well, either way, personally, I think that would be a DKO. The Donatello Billy. I think that they would both either just get so worn out after fighting, or that they just knock each other out. But that's my opinion.
Well,
You
We
know,
can-
the
we'll
more
save
the
it
more
for-
the more I think about it, the more you're right.
yeah, we'll save it for.
I think it would be a tie. I think it'd be TKO for both people.
If there's a stalemate, though, then I would say,
Rangers.
I would say
Okay.
Rangers. But
Okay, so we'll go with
Kim?
Yellow Ranger versus Raphael.
Oh,
Raphael.
Raphael, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't even.
he's a hard ass.
Yeah.
He's gonna win.
Okay.
Kim
Kimberly
versus
Michelangelo?
Michelangelo.
No, Donatello. No,
Donatello.
I don't. Yeah, Leonardo.
Leonardo. Swords.
Leonardo's got double swords. Kimberly's got a bow.
Advantage distance.
Yeah.
You have to
I
give
don't
advantage distance.
Well, I've seen some shit that Leonardo does in the show against ranged people, though. It's just.
Yeah, but you're talking about a ranger, though.
Yeah.
Power Ranger.
I'd probably give it to Kimberly only because
Yeah,
she's
I'd give
also
it to her too because of the bow.
And
And
she's
she's-
crazy, like acrobatic.
yeah, she's
too.
acrobatic too, so she
She
can
can
like
she can
dodge
she can
and-
outpace him.
Both
Uh-huh.
Leonardo and her are very acrobatic, but she's got the range advantage.
Yeah. So advantage
I would say
Kimberly, I
Kimberly.
think,
All right, so Splinter.
versus Jason.
Splinter.
I can't even.
I can't
I
think
love
of
Jason, but I just can't.
the leaders are.
It's a
Who's
tough
the better
one.
leader?
Jason wasn't the leader though. It was Zordon.
Yeah, but
Well-
out of the group, everybody knows that
But
the
the-
Red Ranger is.
He was the leader of the group, but he wasn't Zordon. Splinter essentially was the Zordon of.
Yeah, but if
Still
you
a
were like
badass.
Zordon versus Splinter, then Zordon loses no matter what. He's just in the bed.
No. Zordon at his prime was crazy powerful. He was OP. He was a wizard.
He was a wizard.
You're a wizard.
Are you a wizard,
But
Zordon?
I have to give that to Splinter.
I would give it to
Yeah.
Splinter too because
I'd
he
give it to
was the
Splinter.
true leader of the group, like Zordon was the leader for the Rangers.
So I think that makes
Turtles
it for
won.
Turtles.
Okay,
Turtles
so
3 up, 2 down.
Yep. No, it's
Oh, stalemate.
2-1.
Stalemate. So it's stalemate because Billy and
because Billy
No,
and
it wasn't
Donatello.
stalemate. It was Raphael won,
uh-huh.
Splinter won, and Michelangelo won. There was a stalemate, and the Yellow Ranger was, or the Pink Ranger was the only one who won.
I thought Zach won, no?
No, Michelangelo won.
Oh yeah. So
'Cause
Turtles.
He's more resourceful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
3-1.
And a
3-1.
stalemate.
We
Yeah.
did not we didn't give any advantage to the Rangers? We gave one
Kim-
advantage?
Kimberly.
Kimberly. The
I was
range
gonna give it to
advantage.
Billy, but then you said
Even
that
if you
knock
give
him
it to
out.
Billy, it's 3-2.
Yeah, it's 3-2.
Seriously?
Yeah. Splinter wins, Raphael wins, and Michelangelo wins.
Man,
Turtles.
Turtles. It's Turtles.
And
You
that's
heard-
hand
you
to
heard
hand,
it
and
here.
that's without blasters, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how those would really tie in anyways. Like, what would we give the Turtles if they get blasters?
Yeah.
Pizza shooters.
Pizza shooters.
Shoot it with pizza.
Okay, so Power Rangers versus
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles with Splinter.
With Splinter.
Okay,
Yeah.
with Splinter.
And without the Green Ranger, because...
And without if you
And
added
without-
Green Ranger, then that would be.
Then
Well, it's just who would the Turtles get? That dude with the...
Shredder.
Oh,
No,
they'd
that's-
win.
Then yeah.
Shredder versus Green Ranger.
Shredder
Green Ranger.
wins.
Shredder wins.
No, Shredder's a
No
Shredder's a
way.
dumbass.
Dude,
I
Shredder.
love Shredder. Okay,
Shredder.
Wait,
I love
oh, yeah,
Shredder.
well, back then, Shredder.
Shredder was stupid.
The
The-
new Shredder, the TMNT Shredder,
He's a badass.
OP. He's OP. But back then, Shredder sucked.
especially that version of him because he wasn't a ninja.
Yeah, he was a wimp.
Yeah.
Wimpa.
So in our version
It
of the
wouldn't
battle,
be Shredder, then Shredder's a bad guy. It would be that
Well-
Casey or whatever.
Yeah, it would be the-
Casey with the baseball bat.
so Rangers win again
The
then.
Rangers win again. Yeah, Rangers will win.
No, it was
No
with
one
the hockey.
wins.
It was a hockey mask.
Hockey
Yeah,
mask,
that
and then
dude.
there's also the reporter.
April
So-
O'Neil.
April.
Yeah, April. April would just get in the
April
way.
and Casey versus Green Ranger. I think.
No, it'd be April and Casey. It would be Casey versus Green Ranger, and then April versus Alpha.
I
Alpha
actually think,
advantage Alpha.
Alpha
I
would
think
win.
I would know. I'd give that to Casey. Or not Casey. I'd give
April?
that to April.
Nah, I give it advantage.
Okay.
It's a nagging battle.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, except Alpha's a robot. He
Yeah.
he can't run out of
And
nag.
then she takes a picture and it fries his receptacles. It blinds him.
So then, if we add on one more layer to that, then
Zordon.
if we go Shredder versus Zordon,
Zordon
at
wins.
his peak,
Zordon wins.
Zordon always wins.
Yeah.
Zordon on his feet.
Yeah, he showed up. Remember, Zordon at his peak when they broke his his cryo chamber or something. He was like this weird withered old man, but then in his prime, he was like this crazy powerful wizard man.
Yeah.
Rangers.
I think it's time to wrap up though.
All right.
W-A-R-T.
Yeah.
WARP.
It's time to warp.
So as always,
Well,
visit.
9, sir.
Always,
What, 9?
as always, visit facebook.com/Orange County Degenerates to stay on top of all the information and Let's Plays and podcasts.
Check out youtube.com/OC Degenerates to look up all of our new podcasts and Let's Plays as well. If you want to get the true source.
And since EJ is not here, I'll mention our Twitter and Tumblr, which I actually don't know off the top of my head.
It's OC Degenerates.
It's
OC
OCDegenerates.tumblr.com and twitter.com/OCDegenerates, if I'm not mistaken.
So it was nice talking to you. As always, send in
As
some
always.
And shout out to ksaaaar.
ksaaaar.
ksaaaar, thank you for your suggestions.
They were fun.
They were fun. Very fun.
As always, leave comments in the section below for anything that you'd like us to address in next week's podcast. This is OCD signing out.
Off.
Oof.
OFF.
Horse.
Horse meat.
Horse meat. Horse meat.